Right. Oh God, my hair. I feel like, right.
You're
Okay.
phenomenal. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Say More Podcast. I just cut you off right there. I was like, oh, not ready.
She's
Hello,
going for it.
girl. Episode number 22. 22.
Yes.
I'm not about numbers, but today is a beautiful day.
Yeah, look at you. I'm loving this energy. I mean, I've had a refeed today as well. I've had more food. My energy is up.
Stop
Yeah,
it.
I
Okay.
know. I
First
love it.
refeed of, okay, a lot of great things to talk about today. We
Hmm.
both are in a time crunch.
Yeah.
I am drenched in sweat right now. I never drove so fast in my entire life. That's why I'm a freaking good driver because I made it in no time. But we are here, you guys. We want to deliver you a great episode today. We are both in a good mood, so like let's use it into something super positive. Um, I mean, let's talk about your refeed because that's what I want to know.
She's like, "What you having? What you doing, girl?" Yeah. I mean, today's you. Yeah. Today, I mean, we had check-in yesterday.
Right.
It went really well. Obviously, we dropped weight again, and we have confirmed. I know, obviously, you spoke about it kind of before. We're kind of like more 90% now confirming that we do want to do the show before the Olympia as well. So I think that's. I'm really like happy that we've kind of locked into that in terms of like just mindset being like, right, this is what we're doing. Versus I feel like sometimes, I don't know if it's you, like if you do this as well, like I don't like particularly being like, oh, we'll see what happens. I'm such a planner. Like, I need to know whether or not we're doing it or like doing something or going for something so I can put my all into it versus it being like, we'll see. I hate we'll
In
see.
the
I
air.
can't do it. Yeah. I'm like, I want it to be confirmed in my head so I can just literally focus, like manifest everything. But anyway, yeah. So we confirmed that. Super exciting. And then, yeah, he said today, let's have a refeed of 350 carbs. Oh, so I know. I know.
What are we having?
So this is what I had when I was in Canada because shout out to Val. She put me onto sourdough bread, like
Mm-hmm.
pan frying it with a little bit of spray. Oh, that's like I've had like 3 pieces this morning with eggs.
Yum.
So good.
Oh my God,
So
bread right
good.
now.
I
My mouth just
know.
watered.
I know.
The
You're like
smell.
my mouth salivated, like literally, like as soon as because we've been sending things back and forth as well. We're in that mood now where it's like we like you see more like you're looking at I'm not the thing is I'm not actively looking at more foods, but like I'll see something that I like, I'll like it, and then Instagram fucking sends me like 300 food pages like and suggests loads of stuff. So then I look more and then it's like, okay, cool, now all I see is food. So great. Thank you, Instagram. But that's where I'm at. But yeah, refeed's good. Like it's only gonna be today. And then obviously 5 weeks out tomorrow, or 3 weeks out tomorrow. And then checking in, seeing how that kind of looks on us, and then kind of not depleting, but going back to dieting and then kind of like going from there. Just to give me that little extra push for the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, and
So
just to think you're 3 weeks out, I mean,
that's
are you
I'm like,
kidding?
dude, where has the time gone? Like, I literally remember being like, oh, we're 25 weeks out as a joke. Now I'm like, mate, we're 5. Well, 3,
Mm,
5 though.
Mate.
It's
Babe,
crazy.
but you're ready. Listen,
Yeah. How
look
are
at
you
us
feeling
being
though?
look at us being ready ahead. But
I know.
I
How are you
mean,
feeling? Because, girl, I just saw your post, your Instagram post. Your waist is looking snatched. So, how are you feeling?
I feel good. I feel good. I
Good.
think my waist has always been kind of the thing for me. And I've always said, oh my God, I want Kimoto's signature waist. Like Kim has his waist. Like if you look at Angelica Teixeira, if you look at Janet, Kim has a way of bringing the waist in like no coaches on the planet.
Mm.
And I'm finally there. And like I was like, she is gone. She left the chat. Like,
Yay.
um,
Was there
shout
anything
out
specific you did to do that, like to bring it in more, or like anything specific?
real food. A lot.
Mm,
No, like barely any sweetener, like
that's good.
sugar-free things. I used to be a big advocate. I would put like do my salad with sugar-free ketchup. It was not a lot, but like sugar-free ketchup like every 4 meals. And then, now is, protein shake. I do no protein shake. I do like real food. I do think that helped me a lot. Probiotics, um,
That's
making sure
good
that I go
though.
to the bathroom.
Yeah, I
Um,
actually have a good digestive system now.
right, a good gut. No, but and yesterday I took rest from training. I obviously did my cardio, and then I had a 75-minute massage. And then this morning
Oof.
we hit 140, and I was like,
Whoa.
but a
Wait,
good,
140?
yeah,
So you're 4 pounds up from your aunt. Is it 4 pounds up from Arnold stage weight?
barely 3, 4.
Wow.
Yeah,
Damn, that's quick. That's gone quick though, in a good way though.
yeah, yeah. I
That's
mean,
really, really good.
those prints are killing me,
Yeah.
killing
But they're
me.
working, girl. They're working. So it's
Yeah,
good. It's
I'm
gonna pay
so
off. And
happy with
the
your
thing is, once
refeed.
say that again.
I'm so happy about your refeed, though.
Yeah. You're like, at least what one of us can eat and we can live through that. I mean, that's the one day today, and then I'm sure I will not see a fucking carb for a few more weeks. So we're fine.
But you've
So
been having carbs every meal still.
not every meal, no. So I'd
Okay.
have in 3 meals on lower body days and 2 meals on upper body days. And then I'd say, yeah, like two meals on rest days still, but like it's very little. So there's not many in terms of like carb wise, just because we have had to just push that little bit harder. But the thing is,
Mhm.
when we do that little push harder for even like that little bit, like just a week, my body then picks up and it changes so quick. I feel like you're the same as well though. Like when we make those changes,
Mhm.
just to push that little extra harder, it comes in quick, and then we have to make sure that we don't don't kind of like go overboard with it, because we don't want to then come in too small and all that type of thing. Because I've been feeling small and I'm like, Adam, I'm tiny. And he's like, and I saw him yesterday, he's like, you are not small. And I'm like, I feel tiny. I was like, I feel like a little small little boy. Like I've lost all my shape. And he's like, no, you haven't. Like,
Mm-mm. Body
so,
dysmorphia. Hello.
and it's, yeah, at its finest. But I feel like everyone goes through those vibes. And I think I did see someone say this the other day, and I kind of said it to you the other day, you're going to feel small because it's not like, that's not what we're used to. And we're going to feel small because we're depleted, right? So, and we are slightly heavier athletes. So obviously we are going to feel slightly smaller when we do kind of go under our normal weight limit anyway.
Mhm.
So yeah, but it's been good. Apart from that, energy was very low last week. I won't lie. This week has been a lot better. And today's ecstatic, which is great. But yeah, last week was tough. I think I was just like, I don't know about you, if you felt like a little bit more like mentally like more drained than anything. Like last week, I felt really mentally drained. I don't know why, but I think it was overwhelming, you know?
Yes, I agree.
I
Um,
think prep just kind of gets to that point sometimes where it gets a lot and you're like, fuck.
so there's been obviously like the travel, the trip, and then there's just been little things happening, and that's when you're like, shit, everything becomes bigger than it actually is because of prep.
Mm,
But it lasts me 2 days, and then I'm just like, I just want to dig deep. Like, I just want to get
yeah.
into the zone. And I think once you're hungry and you feel tired and you're like pushing through, that's when you like really find your character from within. And then you just resurface and like, look at us right now. We're like,
Yeah. I know.
sorry,
We're
we
like,
have, we're like, this
yeah,
is the
woo, we're
shit.
like off, like, we're high off fumes right now. So, but
Yeah, it's
no,
wild.
it feels good. It feels good. Like I think even me, like those mental, like hard, like weeks or days last week, I was like I don't want to do cardio, like the normal spiel, like, oh, I'm so like, I really don't want to do this. Da, da, da. Then when I got on it, it was like, when you just kind of go like, right, let's choose violence, because like I don't want to fucking be here, but I'm gonna choose violence once I'm in this on this cardio session.
Period.
So you put on the most like loudest music, the
Wait,
most
did I
like,
send you some fucking bangers this week?
yeah, you did. I don't know what you sent me a song that was like "Let's Go." I can't remember what it was, what the
It's called
artist
Let's
was.
Go.
That was before we went to do cardio, and I listened to it. I was like, right, I'm ready for cardio now. Let's go.
Let's let's F shit up.
Yeah, let's go.
And
That's
that,
the vibe,
yeah,
know.
that was the vibe, but like my face was like,
Mm.
fucking SOS, help me. I just want to nap right now. I just want to sleep.
Like
I mean,
I don't want to do this, but you have to motivate yourselves in those times, like especially like like feeling like that. It's not going
yeah.
to change anything. You have to get it done regardless. You can't just be like, oh, I'll do it
Mhm.
tomorrow. There's no way around it. So you just got to hype yourself up and just get it done. Um, So
Bro,
yeah, that was the
Aldo's
vibe.
been waking me up. Like he's like,
He
Lauralie,
gets
your
up at
last
like
meal, your last
3.
meal. Oh no, 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 not in the
Oh,
morning, like at
oh, in
night.
the
I'm like
evening.
falling before, like asleep before him, and he's like, Lauralie, your last meal. I,
Oh,
uh-huh. For me to not wake up for food, are you kidding me? And then Lauralie, wake up, you're and like an hour of just
tired.
having him trying to wake me up, and I'm like, okay. I do
Okay,
my egg
that's fair.
whites. I'm just like with my eyes closed, I don't want to like, not
If you
fall back
wake up, you
asleep.
are up. You're up. Yeah.
I'm like here, like half asleep and like finishing my meal. So it's such a vibe, this prep. I don't know. It's so cool.
But I think it's good though, because like again, I think we're finding our like our grit. Like a lot. I mean, each prep you find your grit, right? Like, but I feel like when you kind of go through more and more preps, especially the harder they get in terms of like the competition and all that type of thing, like the Olympia gets harder every year. It's like you have that like more grit within you, like right, let's go, like you're pushing yourself even more, like not physically or mentally, but like just like wanting to be better more every time you step on stage, which is cool.
and we're getting better at being better too.
Yeah,
That's what I
yeah,
thought.
I love
So
that.
let's carry on with. Wait, do you want to do the question, the ask more segment, or you want to
Oh
like
yeah,
jump
so
into
I
the
got
topic?
so I asked last week on the thing, like what is your worst prep habit, or what's your worst prep habit that you only do on prep? So what's yours? Mine's
Got
like, which is so horrible, and Max always says this as well. He's like, stop doing that. I always chew my lips, like the inside, or bite the inside of my lips when I'm
Mm.
stressed. I mean, when I'm stressed, I do that, but like I do it a lot more when I'm on prep, and I hate it so much. And I only do it on prep. And it's really, I mean, now I'm like, now I said it, I kind of like wanted to bite my lip. I was like, mm-mm. I always do it. And he's like, stop biting your lip. So that's a really bad habit that I always do, which is really, really frustrating. I always do that. What do? Is there anything specific that you do? You're like,
Probably.
I don't know.
I'm like, I think I snore, but I think I snore all the time, but I don't know.
I think I snore. Don't know. Well, I mean, there's been quite a few that people have kind of said, and they're so funny.
Go
So
ahead.
someone said they're addicted to mustard and ketchup on everything, even rice cakes. So like she'll put I said custard, ketchup and mustard on rice cakes, or just everything in general, which is hilarious. I mean, sauces. At the beginning of a prep, I would use more. And then obviously now, probably from like at least 7 weeks out, I've taken them out now. But I mean, I'm the same kind of like, I love having like different flavors and sauces and stuff. And then I'm like, no, I need to take them out. Someone said binge watch food videos, which is kind of like the standard. A lot of people, I mean, some people will go down that rabbit hole, like we were talking about before. We send over a few like videos here and there to each other. But I remember I used to go down like a rabbit hole and like I'm talking hours, which is terrible. Just scrolling on food shit.
While having the food channel playing on the TV.
Bad, so
Listen,
bad. But I mean, obviously, just make sure you don't get too obsessive, and then it's fine. It's fine. Um, making a lot of people, making food for a lot of people that I can't eat. That's so,
that's
that's
me.
true. That's me.
Fuck. That's
Every
me.
time I'm like, Max, are you hungry? He's like, no. And I'm like, well, do you want to eat something? He's like, no. And I'm like, well, you're going to eat something.
Let me make you something.
Yeah,
You'll
I'm
want to
gonna
eat.
make you something. I'm gonna make you something because I want to eat something and I want to be around food. So I'm gonna make you something. It's an actual skill being able to just make food that you're not allowed to eat and like not even like taste a little bit or anything. You're just making it, and I have no desire to eat it either, want to eat it, but I'm just like, just tell me how it tastes. Like, is that good? Do you feel pleasure from that? Okay, cool. If you do, then I'm satisfied.
I mean, we're master chefs. Like to
We
be
are.
able to pull that off, girl. I
Hmm.
I love putting on things together, and he's like, happy about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. A lot of people have said drinking more, like cracking open a diet-free soda every time I get hungry, something I used to do, to be fair, like a few times. Obviously, like
Mhm.
when I was like, to be fair, I've never been a massive fan of like fizzy things because they don't really sit well in my stomach, if I'm honest. But like even now, like my favorite at the moment that Max got the other day was Diet Dr. Pepper, but strawberries and cream flavor. I know. I know it's really nice, and it's funny. And this is actually, to be fair, this is something that I do. I mean, I do this on the regular. He when he pours a drink, I'll have a sip of it. I won't have like the whole thing. I won't have my own drink. I'll just want a sip of his. So every time he has a drink, I have a little sip of his. And he's had Diet Dr Pepper, strawberries and cream flavor. Very, very
Fire.
good.
Fire.
Very, very
Listen, I
good.
have my Celsius every day still. I said like I have
That's
no
good.
sweetener, but I have my Celsius every day
Yeah,
still.
but that's like one.
It's
That's
like
one
yeah, it's
thing.
one. They're
Yeah.
not really big bottles. I love
No,
them, you know.
no, they're good. They, to be fair, they're pretty decent, and the chemicals in them are actually like not bad either. If I'm honest, like I feel like monsters and stuff like that, they're obviously a lot worse. I think so.
Oh my God, Monster, no, I can't. There's
Mm.
a lot of things that I can't do, but
Um,
I think because I keep them off season two and it's just carry on, like my body knows what it is. Yeah.
yeah, your body knows it's fine. A million selfie, a million mirror selfies, even when my phone stops operating. Someone said so. Literally, just taking photos all the time when I'm in prep. I'm
Yeah.
kind of the opposite. I don't
Mm,
take as many photos. I think I try and make sure that I do. But what are you
yeah.
like? I don't really take.
You need to think about it.
Yeah, I'm like,
I'm
oh, let me
better.
take a photo. Like I won't think photo, photo, photo all the time.
Right.
I'll have to like, oh yeah, let's take a photo, which I do try and get people to do probably a little bit more because I feel like some preps I like last year I took photos and like videos of a lot of things, so I have loads of like stuff to remember. But I think this year I've been a lot less like taking photos and stuff. I mean, to be fair, Max has been taking the photos. That's why it's been Max who's been doing the photos.
I was about to give him
That's
a little shout out.
that's why. But no, I think it's good because I think. And the reason I always try and say to people, just take photos, even if you feel in the moment you're like, I hate them, or like photos of yourself or whatever, I guarantee you will look back at them and you'll be like, why the fuck was I like saying I wasn't lean enough or I didn't look good or anything like that? Because that's always the reason people don't want to take photos is because they probably don't feel like they want to or feel like they look good enough sometimes. That's what
Mm,
where my mindset used to be. So I feel like just take the goddamn photo because you'll look back you'll look back and realize like you have that memory, you know? So it's
yes.
just nice to remember that. Um napping. Someone put napping. Me. Like
Why?
I can't go without my 3 p.m. nap in the middle of the day.
Why are people talking about us? They
You
saw our
sent me
con
that meme yesterday. I was
they saw our
dying.
conversation.
They saw our conversation. It was so funny. Yeah, we have naps pretty often. I mean, to be fair, I don't have them often. I didn't have one yesterday actually because I was out all day. Um, but I usually have one around 3 4 p.m., which is really stupid. But for like an hour or two. But then Adam even said he was like, it's not bad because at least you're still sleeping to some extent. And then your sleep in the evening isn't terrible. Like you go to bed a little bit later, like 11, and then you wake up at around, well, I woke up at half three.
I'm like, you telling me all this, and I'm like, you texted me at 3:30 this morning. You liar.
And I'm like, yeah, my sleep was not great last night. But the terrible thing was, I woke up because I was so hungry yesterday. I woke up quite early and I was like, I know I have food today. I'm not gonna eat it now, but I was like, I know I have food today, and I just then couldn't get that out of my brain, which was really silly. But I was like, I'm hungry. I was like, I'm hungry now. So I ate my first meal at like 6 p.m. 6 a.m.
Good for you.
So I was just hungry. I was like, I need to have something to eat. Um, not washing my hair for a really long period of time. Girl, same. That's another one. Not washing my
Just
hair
like
for
one.
a very, yeah, literally hair up. This is probably about 4 days in, I'd say at least now, which is not great, but it is what it is. Um, looking back at meal plan to make sure, making back at meal plan whilst weighing my food out to make sure that the scales are correct. I've never done that before, but I know what you mean in terms of like she's looking at her food, like, is that correct, the correct number? Like making sure that everything is good. Not cleaning out my car for for so long and finding plastic spoons, bottles, and everything in the back seat. I mean, I can't relate to that because I don't have a car, but I can relate to other people's cars that I get into that are in.
It's just the laziness of taking the things out of your car
Mm.
when you just want to go home.
Oh, yeah.
And if you don't have enough hands, I get it. I understand.
Yeah.
Listen, I try to be a right now person though. Like,
Yeah.
okay, you need to send an email, send it right now. You need to upload a
Yeah.
YouTube, do it right now. Because
Yeah,
otherwise,
because
no way.
otherwise it gets too like if you leave it. I'm the same. I'm a notes girl. Like if I remember something in that moment, I'm like write it down in your notes so that at least you can look it back if you can't do it now. Because I generally will forget, and it's so frustrating when I do because I was like I was going to do that, like I was going to do it, but it just completely goes. And then the last one was two last ones. One, changing my clothes 3 times a day because of cardio, how multiple times a day and the gym. So completely relate. I have 3 outfits literally a day, which is a
Yeah.
joke. But and then last one was eating cold food with my bare hands when I'm just hungry. Savage mode.
Oh my God, that is me to a T.
Nah, that is not me at all. I'm like, nope.
Phoebe, I had forks yesterday and I was like, I just want to take my boiled chicken and like have it with my fingers because otherwise it did not taste the same.
Why?
I don't,
How?
I
I
didn't
can't
even want, I
explain.
took it out of the microwave. I was like, I actually want to eat it cold. And my green beans were like almost still
Oh shit.
frozen,
Yeah.
but I was like, I want to eat my chicken with my beer. I don't know. Listen, it's like, talking about, I think it just leads into the subject of today
Subject.
of what
Literally.
makes you happy in
Yeah.
prep.
What makes you
Little,
happy in prep?
little things that, little habits, little tweaks, little things that we do that makes us happy in prep. For Phoebe, first thing that comes to my mind for you is that you like having your meal being an actual meal with proper fork and how do
Yeah.
you say cutlery, whatever, like
Cutlery.
the proper. That's probably like what comes to mind about your little happy prep habits or how to make prep more enjoyable. Listen,
Mm,
prep can suck. 99% of the time, it's a sucky things to
yeah.
be hungry all the time and to be tired. It's not an easy sport, but you can be happy doing it.
You have to
Um,
be.
yes. So, do you have little things in mind for yourself that, makes you happy? Little things that you do every day. Like sometimes it's so unconscious, but if you break it down, do you have anything that you do that makes you happy? It could be the music, the t-shirt you're wearing while you do cardio, like a perfume, like I don't know.
I mean, it's difficult. I mean, generally, which is hilarious that you already mentioned it. Pretty much like trying to feel comfortable in a prep if you can do in terms of like you said the little habits like the food. Like you pretty much said it. If I can eat my food hot, I'm gonna try because it makes me just feel just more comfortable, more and enjoy just that process more. Don't get me wrong. I will eat my food cold if I cannot get to a microwave in the next like 3 hours and I need to have a meal now. I'm not gonna be that stupid and like wait like 3 hours just so I can heat up my food. But if
Mhm.
I have to wait 30 minutes to heat up my food, I'll just go that time and then it makes me just that little bit more like happier, if that makes sense. Cause I'm like, oh, I've enjoyed it, whatever. And again, if that's the same with what that girl was saying with, she just wanted and you eating it colder and just if you wanted to eat it colder, you can eat it colder. It's whatever makes you, like you said, you happy and enjoying that process just that little bit more. I mean, that's one of them, like the food thing. And then I mean, for me, like, I don't know about you, but when it comes to like cardio and stuff, like I can do cardio anywhere, but I feel like when I get into a routine of things, my cardio has to be kind of like, I don't know, like the same. Like I have to wear like the same I know this. I don't know why it sounds weird, but like I have to wear not the same outfit, but the same type of outfit. So I like wearing like a big baggy jumper, my waist trainer, my certain shoes, my music, and I listen to the same like playlist literally over and over again, like fucking when I'm on
Why are we
cardio.
the same?
Yes. So I feel like, and there's a gym down the road from where I'm staying in Vegas, and there's a certain treadmill that I always go on, and I'm like, I will wait. I know I won't wait like hours. Don't get me wrong. I'll wait like a little bit just so I can go on that treadmill. Which again, time efficiency, if I'm in a rush and I need to be somewhere, then I'm just going to pick another treadmill. But just those little things, and it's quite a quiet gym, so it's literally always free, to be fair. And there's only been like one time where it wasn't. But just making those little prep things more enjoyable, it makes yeah, it makes the world of difference for me because I'm like I'm in my routine. It just feel good. And I think doing what makes you feel good is going to make you progress better. Like we spoke about this before with when we were like when your mind and your body is happy, everything the results follow like 100%.
It does. It elevates your spirit. It
It
makes
literally does.
every.
It sounds crazy, but it actually does though. Like when I'm in a
Mhm.
good space, like obviously I know you can't always not predict it, but you can't always like control that
Control
where
it.
yeah, you can't always control like obviously what's going on in life and stuff. And I understand that life can just be hectic and prep still goes on. But I think the way that you can kind of make those little things like in your prep just better for yourself, it makes like you grateful for you being able to do prep and stuff like that. Because I always say prep is a privilege, not a sacrifice. Like you sacrifice a lot, but it's your choice. Like it's a privilege that it's your choice. Like people don't choose to be hungry on it. Like that's if you think about it like that, people don't choose to be hungry. There are people out
Right.
there that are hungry, we choose to be hungry, and that's a privilege. So you have to always like remember that, because I think it's easy to complain and be like, oh, prep's hard, but like it's not. In the grand scheme of things, we're choosing to be in that struggle mode, or struggle a little bit harder.
I totally agree. I totally agree. Um,
What are your things that you enjoy, like when you're in prep and stuff like that, that make prep just that little bit easier?
I do have a couple things. I think
Yeah.
I'm more of a homebody now, so I like being in a routine, which I never thought I would say, but I like taking an hour in the morning. So let's say I need to be out of the door by like 6:30, or I need to be out the door by 7:30. I need to be out the door at 6 to be at the gym at 6:30, then I want to be up at 5. And I like having my whole hour. I wash my face with like a warm like cloth, like clean cloth, and then I
Mm.
just put it on my face like this. And then I do the same little routine for my skin, put my hair. I like putting like my lipoxyderm cream, like on like my little
Oh
cream
yeah, yeah,
before
yeah.
cardio. That's my like little routine. Put creams on my legs, and now then I'm ready to go. I do my breakfast, and then I'm ready to go.
That's
Um,
good.
Kim just took out my almond milk from
Oh.
girl.
So you
I
just got black coffee now.
Yeah, listen.
Listen.
I almost called him and was like, "Can we actually make a trade? I would trade a whole 1 ounce of avocado at meal four
Really?
for girl for almond milk in my coffee. Heck yeah,
Oh my God.
absolutely. Oh hell yeah.
Fuck. Okay, comment in the comment section below. Would you prefer almond milk or like just normal fats? That's crazy to me though. In terms of like almond milk, to be fair, it's hard because I do have almond milk in my coffee, but I just forget, so I just do black coffee. Like so I can easily just do black coffee, but you're like, yeah, your face then you went, no.
Okay, I could, but
I
like there's a
know.
little joy right now that I have with like my little like Nespresso frother in the morning, and there's
Oh.
nothing that brings me more joy than my little frothy almond milk. I cannot explain. So I haven't done it, but I'm thinking about it. I'm
What,
just
calling
trying
him and
to.
being like, Kim,
Yeah.
come on.
He still cut my food a lot yesterday. So I was like,
Okay.
okay, it's not the time for me to bring that up
Let's
again.
not bring that up. Not the right time and place.
I'm like, but that's how I would present it to him. I'm like, listen, that really makes me happy.
Yeah, let's
It's
do a
like
trade.
it's it's
Let's
it's
find
a literal
trade-off.
happy thing. But
That's funny.
jokes aside, but for real though. But
Yeah.
other than that, I want to say probably my little cardio routine. Like I put my little cream. I have my same playlist
Mm.
playing. I have the same kind of, baggy shirt, and I'm on the same treadmill. We have that Peloton treadmill. I
Oh
go on that
yeah.
treadmill because I don't have a watch or anything. So I'm like, okay, I like being consistent.
Mm.
And I love that I know that I'm not traveling really, just Pittsburgh. And that's that. What else do I do like on a daily basis?
I'm trying to think. I feel
Same
like,
Tupperware. I have a Tupperware.
oh my God, yes, same.
I
That's
have
actually a good
specific
one.
Tupperware from my meal with the rice. I have specific Tupperware with my meal with the avocado. I have a specific Tupperware with my meal for my sweet potato. Um, Everything but the bagel seasoning
Oof,
is
I
my
haven't had
jam
that for
right now.
ages. I was out.
No, it's in my jam right now.
Oh,
That's
in
my
your jam,
jam.
yeah.
I do like almost one a week right now.
Almost one a
Entire week.
week. The fuck? What, a jar? A full jar?
Yes. No, these from Trader Joe's. It's not
Wait,
that bad.
the
It
jar?
maybe it
What, the
is
jar? Oh yeah, the smaller jar. The smaller
from
jars.
Trader
Yeah,
Joe's.
yeah. They're not too big. I
That's
was
not
just
that
about to be like, girl, that's a lot.
bad. I know.
It's not. Yeah. I mean, just in general, like everyone has their own kind of little things, their little quirks in prep. Like we kind of said, like what are your worst prep habits? There's so many different things in that to versus what are your like things that make you feel good. I think it's just little things that make you just feel like we say more comfortable, just better within
Like yourself.
yourself. Yeah.
Feeling yourself.
Exactly. Because I feel like sometimes it can be saturated because again and that comes down to like just dieting, training, and everything in general. There'll be people that will say there's certain things that you have to do. You have to do this. You have to be suffering. You have to
Yeah.
feel a certain way, or else you're not like pushing hard enough, or this, and like listen, everyone is so different. So there's guidelines, but there's no specifics. Like you shouldn't be, oh my God, like there's not, you have to be feeling this certain way at 6 weeks out. Like you could be completely different in a
No.
completely different ball game and like feel really good. Like for some reason we both have a fuck ton of energy. I'm on a refeed, she's on lower food, and like we both have energy and we're both the same amount of weeks out. Like it's not anything specific we should be feeling at like a certain amount of time out, or like I feel like it's hard to predict because like we said, everyone's so different.
There's no science to it.
Yeah.
There's no science to it. The only thing that you need to know and what to do is what's on your program. Just
Mm.
execute in your best ability. And, you know, thankfully today it happened that both of us are having an amazing day and
Yeah.
we still talk to each other when we just woke up from a nap and we need another nap and like we're struggling and it's hard. There's no science to it, but there's no, like you said, that it's not because you struggle that you're going to be more deserving of something. It's not because you're in so much pain and you go through it and like, killer mentality. Like I hate those shit. It's like
Oh, I saw the quote you put on your story today. What was it again?
the the
Oh,
pain will go find it. Go find it because
yeah.
I
I
don't
was
have my
because
phone
I
on me.
saw that and I replied to it and I was like, girl, yes. One pain will leave once it's done teaching you. Oh my God.
Damn.
I was like, so when you just said pain, like and suffering and stuff like that, I was like, I loved that in terms of yeah, it teaches you a different kind of like grind and stuff like that. And like we were kind of saying before, it's like you don't have to go through all that like pain and suffering and oh my God, you have to feel this certain way and this. But if you do, let it teach you, let it do what it needs to do, and then you kind of go from there.
Wow, Phoebe, that was such a great way to end this podcast because I
We need
really
to go.
need to go. We
We're both
need
very,
to
very
go.
busy. Yeah, and the funny thing is, we're literally this is the closest amount of we've been in a time zone together, and we're finding it harder to find a day to do the podcast. We're like, okay, can we do this day? Let's do this day. But we're making it work because
We
we love
are.
you guys and we want to make sure that we can bring you a killer podcast every time. So thank you for bearing with us and thank you for always listening and supporting. It means a lot. Please make sure you like, subscribe, listen, rate, all the fun things on the channels. And we love you guys so much. And we'll see you in the next episode.
Love you guys. Please comment down below if you trade an almond milk for avocado for almond milk. I
Yeah,
need to know.
because I would love to know. I would love to know who would do that because I honestly wouldn't. But Lauralie would, and I'm pretty sure there's more Lauralies out there. So for sure. Right, love you guys so much, and we'll see you
Love
soon.
you.